To make our energy system more reliable, cost-effective and low-carbon, distribution network operators like National Grid must distribute electricity in a smarter way. And for that, they need innovation. Delivering pioneering and novel projects, the innovation team at National Grid solve industry-wide challenges to facilitate net zero.
The energy industry is constantly changing and evolving, and new opportunities and challenges are arising as a result of this. Therefore, innovation is critical to ensuring that the solutions that we develop will help accelerate the decarbonisation and ensure that the energy transition is fair and inclusive for everyone.
Everyone needs to innovate. Some people don't think they need to innovate, but they do. When the energy system was first designed, it was designed with energy going in one direction and one direction only, which has led us to where we are today, which is great, but it doesn't work. We've got distributed energy, kind of all connecting in at various different places, which means that energy needs to go in multiple directions. And if you don't have innovation behind that, it's not going to work, it's not going to progress, and it will stagnate.
We've worked with over 50 different partners until now, but we're always keen to expand our connections and work with a wide range of other people and communities and organisations. So our 28 to 0 campaign, it all started with an event that we hosted in London where we showcased a lot of our innovation projects, and we spoke about the urgency of reaching net zero by 2050 and the requirement for everybody to collaborate and get involved with the transition.
By working with National Grid, community energy organisations can access the necessary knowledge and expertise to launch their network innovation projects and help meet net zero. We continue to reinforce the messaging around the importance of achieving net zero through our ongoing 28 to 0 campaign.
There is absolutely no way that we are going to be able to get to net zero or anywhere near it without having to innovate. It is absolutely, part and parcel. It needs to happen. REN, Weybridge Renewable Energy Network, we're a group of volunteers. We're a community interest company that's been established for about just over 10 years now. We were originally brought together, like-minded people wanting to, make better futures for our community, to help people along their journey and really kind of engage in renewable energy.
So why should community energy organisations get involved?
Why wouldn't community energy organisations want to be involved? Our innovation projects have the ideas for working towards a greener and fairer energy system and including everybody in the transition to the net zero future. This is something that most community energy organisations have at the forefront of their agenda too. So there are two main funding mechanisms that a community energy organisation might look to use if they were to develop an idea into a project. The first is the Network Innovation Allowance, or NIA, and the second is the Strategic Innovation Fund, or the SIF projects. So with the NIA, we as an innovation team at National Grid Electricity Distribution have a set amount of funding, and we are able to choose and allocate that funding to projects that we think will accelerate the transition to net zero. With the Strategic Innovation Fund, an organisation can come to us with an idea and then we help them develop that into a fully fledged project and take it forward and apply for the funding through Ofgem and Innovate UK.
In July 2021, the innovation team at National Grid launched Project Venice.
Venice is our largest consumer-led project yet, and it's looking at addressing the distinct challenges faced by our customers in this diversifying and changing energy landscape. So the first work package is looking at predicting and identifying vulnerable customers at a household level, which will enable us to direct our support and resources appropriately. The next is looking at how consumers might have been affected by the challenges surrounding the pandemic and how their energy usage might have been affected and how this is affecting our network. And the third, delivered by REN, is looking at how community energy organisations could get involved with the transition and really have some input in changing the landscape.
Vulnerability comes in lots of different ways. It could be a vulnerability due to a medical ailment, a disability, somebody who isn't able to leave their home, for example. So if you had a power cut and you had no energy, how would that impact you? If somebody had sleep apnea, for example, it's critically important that equipment works throughout the night to help them sleep.
We develop our projects with a wide range of partners, and we then trial innovative solutions to a number of problems that we find. It really doesn't matter the size or scale of the company, it really is about the idea and the ambition to do the right thing, and if our values align with theirs, then we're really excited to collaborate and get a best outcome possible and really accelerate the transition. For our NIA projects, we accept submissions all year round, and our portal, which is on our webpage, is always live. The application window for Strategic Innovation Fund submissions is determined by Innovate UK and Ofgem, but we welcome project ideas again for this all year round because we can store them and take them forward. However, we will publicly put out a call for ideas around the time when applications are open to gain new ideas and hopefully take them forward.
All ideas must comply with the relevant governance to be suitable for funding. But if you have a project idea, then please discuss it with our community energy engineer, who will act as your first point of contact.
Innovation doesn't need to be something big and flash and, all singing or dancing. It can actually be quite small. I've heard from community energy groups that have innovated in the way that they engage with people by, buying a thermal imaging camera and going around door to door and doing very quick, simple surveys and showing people, look, this is how your home is performing. Let's look at what you can do. The thermal imaging isn't new. The telling people what they can do isn't new, but bringing it together in a kind of a service and a way in which to engage the community, get that conversation going. It's all about conversations. Energy is all about people, and that is just the key part, and people love innovation as well. If we all work better and more smartly and more efficiently, then actually it's not such a high mountain to climb. We can probably meet it about halfway.
If you have a project idea that you think fits directly within the innovation portfolio, or you've seen one of our projects and think you might have some value to add, then please do get in contact with us directly. We really would love to hear from you.